Parks.
Yeah!
And our mermaid, Jody Benson.
Testing.
Oh, you're good.
Ursula took your voice.
We're good. Hello, friends.
Oh!
This is so fun. Yes.
Well, how are you all doing?
We need a little nap. We need that. We're good. It's been fun.
It's been great. It's been a great con so far. Lots of friendly people.
We don't get to do these very often. I can say like in code, sort of. So Christopher works for the military, for the army. So I could just say
Thank you for your service.
What he does, he told me, he keeps us safe. But because he works for that, he couldn't travel for like 2 years after COVID. So he was like locked down and stopped touring with me. And so this is our second one when they let him go. He gets to travel now. So yeah, so it's super fun when we get to do them together.
Yeah, I'm so excited to get to talk to your Disney royalty. What is it like being Disney royalty?
Oh, we love it.
It's an honor. I mean, we had no idea at the time what it was going to become. And to be part of this for so long and 35 years later, to see all the wonderful, generational effect that it's had, people with their kids and sharing it, and it's been remarkable.
And he's here representing several characters, and he had his panel yesterday for
That's right.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So it was like he had his Spidey panel yesterday, now he has his Prince and Princess panel. Double duty.
So when The Little Mermaid first came out, the kids that grew up with that now have kids of their own. Some of them even have grandkids at this point, depending on how old they were when the movie came out. What is it like being part of such a multi-generational project?
It's really iconic because, like Christopher said, we had no idea the impact that this film would have all those years ago, because back in the day, we were just supposed to record it and then go back doing our other jobs, and no one would ever know who we were, which is Walt's design for animation, was to not know who the voices were, so you weren't distracted with casting, listening to the film. So for me, it was in September, before the film came out, that they said, we're gonna send you on a press tour for 22 cities in 20 days. Sorry, my mic is funky. And I was like, why? And they said, well, we're going to release who the voices are. So it was a big change, and we had no idea that our lives were going to be totally changed at that point.
Absolutely, it was amazing. I remember it was the first time that they videoed, I think, us doing the voices. And I remember back in those days it was a camcorder. It was this giant thing on the tripod. I remember I was just 15 at the time, and I was thinking, oh, that's cool, really high tech. I wonder what they're going to do with that. Then, family member will say something like, I saw you raise your eyebrow like Prince Eric, and the animator had incorporated things into the video.
And our animators, because this is a long time ago, they had Walkman. Remember
That's right,
Walkman?
yeah.
So they were sketching, watching us through the glass, listening and recording on little baby cassettes our voices. So it was fun when at that time, Walt Disney Animation had been moved off the lot, and they were in Burbank on Glendale Street in these trailers. So because we are the second golden age of animation at that time was really struggling. So they had removed all of the animation department off the lot. So when I went to take a tour and to go meet and greet with my animators, Glenn Keane and Mark Henn, and I walked into these trailers, they were sort of temporary little offices, and I walked in and said something, and all these heads popped up over these little shields. And so they had been in the studio with us for hour upon hour and memorized our voices. So it's really an amazing process.